So, I just had my second official appointment with the VA since I have retired. And the first one was actually great. But this second one, oh my gosh. The second one, well, luckily my mother was with me. But we were all over that place. They sent us from one place to another, and they gave us the wrong paperwork, and then they sent us to the wrong place, and it was just like, oh my god, it was just such a mess. And then my feet, oh my god, they got so swollen. I took pictures, and it was just, they had never been so swollen before, but we'd been having to rush around and I wasn't really able to elevate my feet, and because of that, they got more swollen. Which was frustrating and really painful. So we had a moment where I could put my feet up and that helped, but I mean, I had to take an Ativan, which isn't typically used for helping with pain relief, but the way it works with my body, it actually putting it basically gets things moving in the right direction to where there's less swelling, basically. So less swelling, less pain, but more drugged. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I've been up for almost 24 hours. My schedule's screwed up, sleep-wise, and ugh, yeah. So yeah, that was our VA experience today. Oh my god, in parking. Like, we literally spent 45 minutes trying to find a parking spot. Like, that's not a joke. I mean, we had time, so that was part of the reason why we spent as long as we did. And then we ended up finding this stacked parking lot. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know you know what I'm talking about. And we got there and we kept going up each level, and each level there were people parked in non-parking spots. Like, when you turn the corner coming up to the next level, there's like kind of an area before you get to the row of cars, and there were cars parked like on that curvy area. I hope that makes sense. Makes sense to me. So yeah, that was kind of difficult in a dually, going around those corners. I was kind of on edge each time we turned around, but I mean, Mama can handle it. That truck is like a part of her body or something. I don't know. But she handled it, and by the time we got to the roof, there was like no cars there. It's like a secret hiding spot, or people just were too irritated to even try to go all the way to the top level. I don't know. But got a parking spot and got to the VA, did my blood work, and then right about after that is when I started having major pain in my feet. Ugh. Yeah. I did not enjoy today at all. And how can you not, like, to explain more back and forthness that we had to endure. Me not having my feet elevated and my mom pushing me. We were trying to get copies of my medical records put into the VA system officially, and how that has to happen, you need a form apparently from your doctor saying take their stuff and put it in the system so it's all official. And my doctor, didn't give me that paper. So when my mom was trying to fax it and their phones were busy, even if she had faxed all of it, that paperwork and time faxing all of those freaking pages, because she'd have to do it like 10 at a time because that's our small fax machine, all of that shit would have just been shredded, and her time spent doing that, worthless. Like, just a waste. So anyway, we get the paper, we go down, find out that they can't even make copies at the see, I'm out of it. I'm sorry. So when we go back down, they aren't able to make copies of our paperwork, and at that point, like, I'm even more miserable. Mom's more frustrated because she's had to go and push me around back and forth over something so stupid, and like, her first thought is immediately thinking about other people who, like, imagine if someone in a wheelchair had gone there by myself on all the medication I'm on. That would have been a nightmare. I probably would have just given up and gone home. I could not be, if I didn't have her there, I wouldn't have been able to handle that. That's just a fact. And luckily, when we do go there, I do see a lot of people that have at least one person with them, which it's really good to see that. But that shouldn't be a thing. It should be easy enough to where someone like me goes there and it's not rushing around everywhere. There should be an easier way to process these papers. There shouldn't be a busy fax line. Like, I don't know. That's just, there needs to be something more efficient going on. So in cases where someone really can't handle all of that back and forthness, it's easier. There needs to be a courier. There needs to be better policies. Like, when you go down to submit your charts, maybe they should have a machine to where you can, if you have to pay 10 cents or whatever, I don't know, like something there to where you don't have to go and get a paper sign from your freaking doctor so they can get your charts. Like, it's you giving your charts. Why do you need a form saying that you can? Like, that's just dumb. And like, even when you mail them in, you have to have the paper. And the whole process is just a big mess, and it needs to be more efficient some way. And complaining about it doesn't change anything. Trying to think of new ideas to help change helps, but only if on the other side people are willing to listen and willing to change it. But that's not always the case. Because if it were, the VA wouldn't be as much of a mess as it is. And this is only my second appointment. I feel so bad for all the people who have had to endure the VA as longer than I have, because I just don't look forward to the next time I go there. Because I don't look forward to anyone going there, for that matter. I don't know. Lots to think about. Thanks for listening.